So I think over the years, I've gotten a lot more comfortable as far as like my family or my background.
Billionaire heiress Jessica Pegula is slowly becoming a household name in tennis. The American is taking on a path that is quite different from what other people who stand to inherit billions follow. She has already created a reputation for herself in tennis thanks to her multiple exploits on the court. With so much money and riches tied to the Pegula name and her multiple victories on the court, you would think the tabloids would be filled with the name Jessica Pegula. However, the former singles world number 3 lives a private life, copying the lifestyle of her father. She is not much thrilled by the fame and glam that comes with tennis, which has always kept fans confused. So join us today as we take a deep dive into the superstar's life, trying to put an answer to the question of why Jessica Pegula is so private.
And have people more recognize my name for on the tennis court than not. So it's definitely a very rewarding, satisfying feeling.
Jessica showed interest in the game at such a young age, owing her interest in tennis to her older sister Laura, who played Division I college tennis. As a child, she was a star in the making, developing her game so early while still in middle school. Playing tennis initially started as an after-school fun activity, which she ended up sticking with. Jessica was a very hard-working and determined player even as a child. Even till today, she still plays with that same level of determination, always rising up whenever faced with any setback, especially her injury concerns. This determination was noticed by her parents, who always supported her since the early stages of her career. They both did their best to help her improve by enrolling her in training camps all over the country and buying her quality equipment. The beautiful American path in tennis hasn't been that much of a straightforward swing. Her early career witnessed some highs and lows with so many long absences from the court. Her first major singles match came at the 2015 US Open qualifier as she defeated 3 other players to make it to the main draw. Pegula's participation in the tournament was a big step for her after being absent from the court for over a year and a half. In an interview, Jessica described it as a big leap for her, and also being excited about the fact she was able to push herself while being absent for a while. Injuries kept derailing Pegula's career, but success would finally come, winning her first WTA title at the City Open in 2019. The title was hard fought as she eliminated the likes of Iga Swiatek and Lauren Davis trying to get to the final. However, the final was an easy sweep for her, defeating Italian Camilla Giorgi 6-2, 6-2. The title breathed a little bit of relief in Jessica Pegula as she finally had something to show for all the hard work since turning pro. "It's been extremely gratifying," the American said. "I mean, this is what you work for, to win tournaments and to win, basically." She also got a congratulatory message from NFL team Buffalo Bills, which is owned by her parents Terrence and Kim Pegula. Jessica is the first child of Terrence and Kim Pegula's marriage. She also has 4 other siblings, Kelly, Matthew, Laura, and Michael. Unlike many billionaire families, the Pegulas try their best to stay away from the public and celebrity life. Jessica's father, Terrence Pegula, is a US billionaire with an estimated worth of $6.7 billion, according to Forbes. He made his money from the oil and gas sector before diversifying into the sports industry. The family also owns NHL franchise Buffalo Sabres, which they acquired in 2011. Jessica's father has always lived a private life. When he is not in conference meetings, he was with his family on cruises and vacations. The family enjoys spending time on their $16 million super yacht called Top 5. It is obvious Jessica is copying the lifestyle of her dad, as she only shares details of her life on a need-to-know basis. Closest she has ever come to releasing details about her family and personal life was when she released a heartfelt essay opening up about her mother's cardiac arrest. Tennis players do not only go through struggles on the court, they also face challenges in their everyday life. For this reason, most tennis superstars like to keep their life outside tennis private, which is understandable. The pressure from fans and journalists could be quite overwhelming. Jessica was in one of the best moments of her career when her mother suffered a cardiac arrest in the middle of the night. She described how her sister saved her mum's life by performing CPR until her mum's subsequent recovery. In the essay submitted to the Players Tribune, the American said she considered quitting tennis in order to help with her mum's recovery and also handle parts of the family business. She was willing to go against her mum's wishes, who wanted her to finish her playing career before getting more involved. It's amazing that Jessica is still able to take tennis seriously and do exceedingly well despite her many injuries and family issues. This speaks well of her character and how she truly loves the game of tennis. Most people in her shoes, with a family name and billions in the bank, would have probably retired. In October 2021, Jessica tied the knot with longtime partner Taylor Gagahan. It is believed that the pair have been together since 2015, traveling the world together. Taylor works in Jessica's parents' company and is also the founder of an animal welfare organization called A Lending Paw. The two lovebirds tied the knot in an incredibly private wedding with only close friends and family in attendance. A few of Jessica's friends from the WTA were in attendance, including Jennifer Brady, Asia Muhammad, Taylor Townsend, and Samantha Crawford. Being exceedingly rich comes with some level of stigma, and Jessica Pegula says she understands why she isn't the most relatable player on the WTA tour, saying there is a misconception that she hasn't earned her spot in the WTA rankings. I think I know, and other people know, that you can't be successful without working really hard and putting in the work and the hours, she said. Further adding that so many people who don't know about tennis feel like she probably had everything given to her, the best coaches, the best stuff. I definitely know from personal experience, just because you can afford so-called the best coach in the world doesn't mean that it's going to work. However, Pegula is known not to go down without a fight, and clearly she has hit a run of form like the one that saw her clinch her WTA title. The new season has been a very eventful one for Jessica Pegula, jumping from one tournament to another. Since the beginning of the 2023 season, the American has been going around the world participating in different tournaments. It is now looking as if her injury concerns are now a thing of the past. She is known for her long absences from the court, but now it seems that everything is going well health-wise for the American. She has attained a high degree of excellence over the past 2 years, thus giving her fans high hopes for the season. In her first Grand Slam of the season, the Australian Open, Jessica made it to the quarter-final before getting eliminated by Victoria Azarenka. The defeat just seems to have fired her on more. She then went on to Dubai and Doha to participate in the Dubai Tennis Championships and the Qatar Open. However, those dreams were also cut short after being eliminated in the semi-finals and final, respectively. So if this form and no traces of any injury concern continue, we will see a lot of Jessica Pegula across all court types this season. When we talk about the richest female tennis players, the names Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, and Emma Raducanu are always the ones that come to mind. But the name everyone seems to ignore is Jessica Pegula. The beautiful American is no doubt the richest tennis player despite having never won a single Grand Slam. Jessica has made over $6.9 million in prize money since turning pro. However, this doesn't even make a dent in what she stands to inherit as the daughter of the 434th richest man in the world. Because of her parents' wealth, Jessica is richer than Serena Williams and Roger Federer combined. Jessica does not bear multiple endorsements like other tennis stars in Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams. In a press conference after her US Open exit, the American was spotted drinking a beer while the interview was going on. However, she did claim she did say she was doing it so that she could pee for the incoming drug test after getting knocked out. "I'm trying to pee for doping," she said, although it does help ease the loss. She did get an endorsement with Belgian beer producer Stella Artois. The endorsement came in quite a funny way after the American commented on an Instagram post from Francis Tiafoe after he sealed a partnership with the same beer maker. "How do you get Stella a deal? Nobody will cut the check for me," she commented. Well, they didn't delay as they snapped her up to become part of their brand immediately.